We've come to our main topic.
The man.
We have to talk about it. The man, the myth, the legend, the funniest stand-up comedian ever to walk the earth.
The most Italian name in comedy.
The guy who's afraid to just say it. Let's just play it.
Oh, what's your pronouns? Okay. I respect your pronouns. You gotta respect my pronouns. Do you want to know my pronouns are? My pronouns are real. That's my pronouns.
Yeah!
Woo! The woo is the one of the
That's rough. Dude. That's a family
That's
member.
my make-believe.
He looks so afraid.
The setup and lampshading needed for that bit to work isn't setup. It is like a fifth grader coming up to you and they heard a joke they want to say.
Yeah.
And they're like, hey, do you have a car? What car is it?
It's so...
I don't put it.
it's the do you know what BMW stands for?
Yeah.
It's like, and then like the guy's taking their AirPods out. Hi,
what was that?
going right now?
Also, it's like he's not even I don't want him to be, but he's not even with the like we're playing make believe. He doesn't even seem confident in being such a fucking idiot about pronouns.
This guy, I was looking into stuff. He's been a comic of note for like 8 years. And the nervousness in what he's doing is so it's unfunny because like especially if you're doing, I guess you can call it satirical if that's what he's going for. If you're doing satirical comedy, the joke is you are so confident saying a ridiculous thing. Yeah, it can't be like
I just can't get over the response needed. Do you want to hear my pronouns?
Yeah. Okay.
No, I don't.
Okay,
no, I
but if
don't.
you
Oh,
did-
okay. Well, because I was going to tell you.
Yeah.
Are you sure you don't want to hear them? They're real good.
No, I'm good, man. But thank you.
No, thanks. I'm not a plan or anything.
It's also the he him. And they're like, oh, all right.
Yeah, that's the thing. Again, it's like
Of course, he planted someone to say they them.
so the pronouns thing is something that some old people are so obsessed with. But even if you're one of these old people that feels like times are changing and you can't even understand it, it's the easiest like common courtesy thing you could do to another person.
Yeah.
And the joke is not funny. it's just that's the
We started calling Puff Daddy P. Diddy, and look where that led us.
that's a better argument against pronouns.
No,
That's a better joke to argue against pronouns.
This joke is so tired, and I can't believe this. I think that a lot of it going viral is people going, wow, really still?
Yeah.
In 2024?
It's also just nothing. I did watch a few clips of this guy because I love to laugh. I love to chuckle, you know me.
You watch Family Guy and stuff. You like the
I
dark.
watched a lot of twisted, fucked up shit. I watched The Joker twice, and I had to turn it off the second time because it was too twisted.
Right.
I watched the Joker trailer for the new one. Volume off, too twisted.
Yeah.
He said something about, the chaos. But the first clip I saw is him on one of those stand-up without a net type shows where you get it's crowd work, but it's just prompts. And one of them is, it's like stores or something like that. And he has to do so much lift to like travel across the real estate all the way to... You ever been there with a woman? What's going on with these women, guys? The prompt would have led there no matter what. In the special, I was able to watch 5 minutes of before it gave me the impact of reverse caffeine this morning. Ruined my morning.
It gave you lethargy?
Just made me tired. It was in the first 3 minutes with no like organic segues between them. Comedian destroys feminism.
Right.
Talks about COVID.
Get him.
Destroys kind of women a little more, like specifically
Hell
blue
yeah,
hair.
dude.
The pronouns is kind of touching on that. I don't think feminism is specifically related to pronouns. Just women have them, so I guess that's there as
Shouldn't
well.
have had him if you didn't want to get got by the comedy beam.
Yeah, that's a little thing called irony.
Yeah.
You'd better get used to that for this show, and that doesn't do any of those
We're going to
jokes.
have fun if you're laughing at that one.
You're gonna be scared.
I don't know if you guys saw Big Joel's most recent video, but
Conservative comedy one.
Yeah, one of the things with Ricky Gervais is that like he'll do that and then go on podcast and do a tour of like, don't call a joke offensive. Say it offended you, and it's like, so you're nitpicking language.
Yeah. Okay, semantics. You got me.
Yeah, and it's just,
Don't say you don't like my comedy. Say that you thought you don't like my comedy special.
that my comedy isn't bad, and my comedy wasn't for you.
Right.
Oh, what's the
You got
fucking
it.
difference?
Okay,
Like-
well, 1 star still.
Have you ever heard of New Schwabenland? New Schwabenland. You never heard of New Schwabenland? No. Have you ever heard of Operation High Jump?
His attitude is actually
at one
hilarious.
point,
Suppose he's back in his 5th grader mode. It was like, do you like Hot Wheels? Have you ever seen Coco Melon? Do you like that Simpsons?
so at one point, some people are like, what's going on with Antarctica? So they send this cat named Admiral Byrd up to investigate with a giant fleet, just a fleet to go bang, bro. And according to his journal that they found,
pause.
He's a horrible storyteller on top of
This is
anything. That's his biggest problem. And that's
What the hell?
My guess is I always don't want to credit somebody to being kind of like a grifter because I think one of the things is I think some people that get labeled grifters are also just like in those algorithms themselves and actually just truly believe that. Someone like Elon, I think, is actually just brain rotted himself and then bought the website that brain rotted him. And continues to brain rot himself. My guess is because he's not, and he's done more stand up than me, but like if you're not that successful, not that great of a storyteller, you probably get a bit resentful, and then you probably think some crowds don't laugh at your jokes because of this or that. And
Well, you're bombing, all comics bomb, it's nothing to do with the material.
I mean, you can even tell a fleet to go bang, bro. Like, what the fuck are you talking about?
He also, what did he call the person? He didn't say this guy.
Oh, this cat.
This cat. Yeah, okay.
This groovy cat.
This groovy cat.
This smooth diggy dog. Went up with a fleety pie.
Named Admiral Alaska or whatever.
fleet, a fleet to go bang, bro. And
A
according
fleet to go bang, bro. Wait, okay, sorry. God, he's so bad at
No,
this.
wait. I would say maybe let him give the whole pitch so we don't know because I'm still confused.
If he goes
Wait,
bang,
no.
bro,
But
you
the
know?
thing, I don't understand like very important elements to this.
Yeah.
So he goes, have you ever heard of like Fallujah Land or whatever he said?
it was like new. I don't even know.
And then he said Operation High Jump. They sent this cat over to Antarctica with a big fleet to go bang.
yeah, we don't know
Why
what
they're in
fleet, what government. I'm
Okay,
assuming.
okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, you guys are idiots. It's to go bang.
Have you ever heard of New Schwabenland?
Brendan Schwab's house, dude.
It sounds like he's gonna hit him with like schwabbing my balls on your face.
Yeah.
Dude. You haven't heard of New Schwabenland?
Yeah.
What's New Schwabenland? New schwabbing my balls across your chin.
Dude, that was too confident. You're like, new slot.
He has to grip with both hands.
You never heard of New Schwabenland? No. Have you ever heard of Operation High Jump? So
Just this for 9 minutes. Have you ever heard of the Flim Flam fiasco?
at one point, some people are like, what's going on with Antarctica? So they
the
said
president.
Some people, Harry S. Truman. What? Okay.
One of the coolest cats around.
What's
I
going
gotta
on?
see the full context.
Yeah,
I
I'm
gotta-
so sorry, but okay, what is going on with Alaska is the inciting event here.
Yes.
So some guy goes, "What's going on with Alaska, Antarctica,
New
God damn it.
Schwabenland.
I'm so sorry.
Schwabenland goes.
New
Operation
Schwabenland.
High Jump.
Schwabbing my balls over Alaska.
Okay.
No.
a fleet to go bang, bro. And according to his journal that they found much later, he basically met with UFOs.
Basically met with UFOs.
They went bang, if you could believe
What
it.
the fuck? Can you keep? I just have to know what he means by basically met with UFOs.
Nazi UFOs.
what?
Yes.
Nazi UFOs.
The Nazis
The Nazis
even
had
joke.
like a flying saucer.
had made a deal, basically, working with
What?
You've never heard this.
No.
It's the greatest story ever, bro.
I'll take your word for it, mate, because he was not
This-
told to me.
This guy is
unfortunately.
he's dumb. He saw a conspiracy online. He's trying to recite it to Joe Rogan.
Oh my
He didn't
God.
think maybe should I do some research into even the initial thing that I believed in.
Even adding details that make it sound plausible.
Did they bang? That portion
A
was
fleet
gonna
to
be-
go bang, bro.
A fleet to go bang, and then they found his journal.
And it basically
later.
said, "That's a big space guy."
And then in the written words, there were no pictures. There was no.
What does it mean, basically?
How do we even know it's his journal?
Hey, we're bang. He's got drawings. Like, my favorite ship. going
Okay,
bang.
so this keeps going.
Like I wish that the TikTok included more context of whatever like Joe at least even responded with, like even after if he had gone like that doesn't make any sense, or if he had gone more into it. It's just like
I feel like this is too far even for Joe
because he
Rogan.
says I don't. This guy's saying it like he's kidding, but I don't. But he also is saying it like he's a dumb guy.
He is truly incredulous that Joe Rogan hasn't heard of. Also, we don't know why it's called New Schwabenland.
We don't know what the fuck he's talking about. So what's this other conspiracy thing then? It's
Yeah, let's watch it.
So basically, the aliens go down, and Klaus Schwab's dad go down and meet with Eisenhower. It's gonna be like we could either do it one way or the other way. We can do it nice, or we can do it the wrong way. And that's where they say Eisenhower made a deal
with these aliens. That they could kidnap people and do experiments, but they couldn't just do it anywhere. They had specific places, which were our national forests. And this is where the missing 411 come from. It's all really weird because they all have a lot of similar characteristics. German-born, highly intelligent. They think this might be some time traveling.
Who is German-born? At an American National Park?
I did hear Klaus Schwab, which now makes me think about Schwabenland.
Klaus Schwabenland.
Okay. Yeah, what always confuses me about these people is that like usually, and I'm not saying, well, I guess we could probably assume from this guy's comedy as well. Usually the people that get really into these insane Nazi conspiracies are also alt-right. And it's so weird to me that they think like somehow think while also being alt-right that this old, like, horrible party has now infiltrated, like, through all these conspiracies, the left. Yeah, and is, like, still pulling the strings. It's like, you guys probably know a few Nazis.
They're always so invested in clues in language or semantics or unnecessary details that when they look at National Socialist Party, that's enough. It's like a clue. I didn't know the whole Operation Paperclip. These guys always talk about. And it's like that is a real thing that happened.
Yeah,
I
like wish everyone would put like energy that they do into this, into like even bipartisan, like congressmen who get to trade stocks and like do insider trading. It's like we all even agree on that. Maybe let's put all that conspiracy energy into that.
That's everybody. The meme of like the two hands shaking. Yeah. Why is the topic not just corrupt people? Yeah. Instead, it is like, ghetto-style corrupt people, Obama-style Kendrick folk.
And you'll be surprised to find out that it's actually a domino effect that we got Obama because of a Hitler alien.
Yes. A time-traveling Hitler alien.
Because they know how to do the dog whistling. They know that they have to say Nazis are bad because those are the rules. The same way that, like, Kanye, even for InfoWars, you're kind of not allowed to say that directly.
I was going to say that, like, this guy gives Alex Jones in, like, how bad he is at it. I mean, he's, like, worse Alex Jones, but now I'm thinking, would Alex Jones make that pronoun joke? Yeah, for sure.
I also don't want to, I don't want to give this guy any credit in any way, but we're also seeing these, like, hyper fast AI TikTok edits, and his tone is very odd to me. Like, it sounds like he's kidding, but I don't think he's kidding. I think maybe it's, like, he's trying to be a little fun so he doesn't sound like he's crazy. But like also it's just such a short like cut up of that conversation. I think Rogan is somebody who loves platforming these conspiracies and has a history of loving these conspiracies, but also I think likes to push back on them a little bit. And so when it's somebody who's a comedian, but they're also way too into it and they can't pretend to be an expert on something, he's got to be like a little jokey. Yeah, he's got to be like, oh, bro, you haven't heard about this?
What? Yeah.
And then says the most insane shit you've ever seen.
Spiritual gangsta.
Dangerous man.
We
I actually think that's his Twitter bio.
He's a dangerous man.
Wait, can we go to his Twitter bio?
Well, you could copy the Twitter bio if you were.
Right, but I want to confirm that he really runs with spiritual gangsta as a
dangerous man.
Self-identifier.
He does. Oh, and then a shout out to his dogs or something.
Spiritual gangster, yeah.
2 blocks down, I saw Elizabethan Victorian hooker, okay? She was walking around in a Elizabethan Victorian hooker outfit.
Me when I pass people walking into the Ren Fair.
I saw Dracula.
Men with fucking swords.
Gun to the problem?
I have to mention it. He's wearing an anti-vaccine club hoodie.
Cool.
Oh, that's cool. I love people wearing parodies of that design. I have not seen that enough everywhere.
Right, no, 100%. I want to see it more.
I love to imagine going into my big, spacious walk-in closet and seeing a smorgasbord of shirts saying things like my pronouns are attack helicopter or the Supreme logo, except it's a woman on OnlyFans.
He sees a naked man on the street and he's like, I saw, so hand to God, Adam from Adam and Eve. Where to God he's walking around.
He didn't have his leaf covering his junk. But he wanted me to see it.
I was near a convention center. You're not going to believe this. All the Genshin Impact characters are real.
What the hell? Crazy.
I think it takes place on New Schwabenland.
She had the white hair, right? The big white hair and the long gown, and she had that wench pushed up.
Did she look
tits.
good? Did she look sexy?
Yeah, dude. Like, who doesn't want to bang a Victorian hooker?
What if that's a time traveler?
What, dude? Or what if that's somebody's realizing that the game has changed and you got to stand out? Like,
Oh, it's like that thing you were sending me about OnlyFans women that are like working harder than ever now.
yeah, and
there's
because of the economy, you got to work a little harder,
Yeah.
right? And she's like, why aren't we doing cosplay on the corners, bro? Why aren't they doing cosplay on the corners?
Wait, so he's mentioning cosplay in the corners. So did he post this as a, what's the caption of this TikTok?
Sam Tripoli gets a working woman.
So is he just joking about seeing a time traveler? Because
guess so,
then he
yeah.
starts talking about cosplaying. I cannot gauge whether or
I
not this
agree
guy
that I
is like
think he's-
kidding when he says this conspiracy shit or
I
not.
think he's kidding here, but he's also wearing that anti-vaccine thing, so everything's fair game.
It's also not a funny joke. Like it's just not. It's like, I just picture this guy going on
Is
a
it
field
a
trip.
joke? Is my question.
No, that's the thing. I
was
can't
like-
tell, but like,
yeah.
I mean, that
it's-
feels like in this context, he might even present the Brendan Schwabenland or whatever it was called. He might present that as more of a bit on his show, but within the context of Rogan.
Well, we also don't know the full context on the Rogan show because it's like the TikTok bit. I'm not trying to give this guy credit. I'm just confused
No, I think
by
you're,
what
you're
this,
like he's not. You're not letting him tell the full story.
Yeah.
We didn't know how Klaus got brought into the mix.
Yeah, we
and
didn't-
also, how did it switch from a picture of Harry S. Truman on the first one to Dwight Eisenhower on the second one?
And he also says what, like, so like they asked him, and he's talking about Eisenhower. Like, I don't want to give a note to this guy, but like, if he were to start with maybe like missing people in national forests, that's probably you're in. Not have you heard a new Schwaben? Like,
Yeah. I feel like he's got to learn. You would think a stand-up would be better at establishing a story so that the audience can come along with you.
I think the pronoun video is completely set up with like I think the audience is people he knows, and then also the like woos and everything. It just feels like a completely fabricated clip. Like everyone in the audience, I feel like you'd hear at least a groan no matter what the audience, just because the joke sucks.
Dude, all the self-published specials from these guys are because all you need is 25 people to go to
It
the
was a
cellar on
thin
an
crowd.
open mic
Yeah.
or whatever. You to book 30 minutes.
Yeah, if you had they them pronouns. And then he said, "Since we're playing fucking make believe," right after saying the N word.
He's like, "That's
you wouldn't
me,
be
I'm
like
playing make-believe."
Yeah.
You can see his confidence skyrocket when he gets that pop because initially he's going like,
Yeah.
I'll respect your ones, so you'll respect my ones," and then they laugh and they go, "Yeah, because we're playing make believe, boys."
If you look at everyone here, everyone seems like they're people he knows, or he asked the crowd like he was about to film a clip. This just does not seem like a regular crowd that didn't know this joke was going to happen in any
Sold
way.
out though,
Also,
dude.
it could have been from any other moment.
Yeah. I just wonder, like, it's one of those things where it's like this guy, I don't know how, like, even legit he is in his own beliefs, or if he's just, like, kind of a grifter, or, like, what, I don't know what the
Yeah,
hell
it's
he's doing.
Look, I know some people, very good friends with some people who enjoy a good conspiracy theory, as we all do, but enjoy and maybe propagate conspiracy theories that I think are a little far-fetched. But typically, if it's aliens or the paranormal or something like that, it's usually motivated by interest. It's fun, it's interesting, and some
Right.
people find it very compelling and get bought in. Maybe a member of their family is also in, whatever. However, there is a clean line in my brain between that and conspiracy theories just as a portal to doing the hate you already feel.
Yeah.
And the pronoun, it's so cynical and lazy that it almost doesn't feel real. Even the, what was it, broken simulation brand type thing, you don't care about
Yeah,
this.
that's the thing.
It's
His heart's not even in it when he said the N word.
Yeah,
his
dude,
heart
it's-
wasn't even in it.
it's
now, like
wild
when
'cause-
you do it, oh, it's so loud.
And
Jordan's
so
like, when you do it, the bar goes silent.